There was a lot of heavy expectation heading into the 2020 archery whitetail season after taking my big buck hobo in 2019. Who knew what was going to happen this year as I head out on my first ever solo archery whitetail hunt. Come on guys, I'm taking you hunting.
This episode of Canada Hunts is brought to you by Vortex Canada and these fine sponsors.
I just rolled up to my whitetail spot. It'll be my first sit for whitetail. I don't even know what date it is. September 25th, I think. Season opened on the 15th for archery. I spent most of my time on elk and then gave myself a couple recovery days. I was starting to get a little tired, so gotta recharge old batteries. Pretty excited and nervous. This is where I harvested my big deer last year, so it's kind of nerve-wracking sitting for a different deer at the same spot, but I'll give it a go here and fingers crossed. Something that I didn't tell you. I forgot it here. So I got this rickety old camping chair. Box mine, that's mine. That's yours. Rifle season, so you can put a heater in it and stuff. Keep some more scent out. So it's also really low. So I'm gonna see it. I'll take my knives out of my backpack and see if I can't sit on that. Because right now I'm feeling right to the blind, and that's no good. After all the prep work is done and it's finally time to sit in the blind, there is no better feeling than the pure silence of your mind as you sit back and enjoy Mother Nature at its finest. Watching the deer come and go and listening to the geese fly over and whatever else might happen to cross your path, whether it's a coyote or a fox or who knows. This is what hunting is about. This is a big part of hunting, and it's just, being out in nature and enjoying and soaking up every minute of it. Just walking out. I had my target buck at 20 yards for like 15 minutes. He never gave me a shot. He's either looking right at me or looking right away. He was never broadside. So, that's heartbreaking, man. I guess what would it be if I got him on my first sit? Damn it. Oh. I stay a little longer. stand till it was dark. A little spiker started blowing me, so I thought it was better to leave. Anyways, I'm out of here. Try again tomorrow. I forgot a chair. So that was awesome. My target buck came in. He came in for like 10 minutes. Didn't give me a shot. The light was getting low. What a night. I've never had that happen to me before. I've never had a target animal come in and then not taking a shot. I drew back on him twice. Had my pin on him. It just wasn't the night tonight. Just wasn't the night tonight. The does are smelling me pretty hard. So I think what I'll do tomorrow is I'll go back in, grab the cards, change them out, put new batteries in, and then, yeah, I don't know, and then maybe leave it for a night, let things settle down there, let them feel comfortable again, then go on another night after that. I just can't believe that happened. Like, maybe it's because I haven't been hunting for very long. I've never had that happen where a target animal comes in and you don't get a shot, but sit number 2 for whitetail. Wind's different today. It's coming strong from the north. I gave the spot a night to rest after my guy came in and didn't give me a shot. A little bit antsy. I forgot a chair again, so I just sit on that loud metal one, but it is what it is. I'd crouch all night if I needed to. So I just got settled in. As you can hear, it's pretty windy. I'm hoping that it's in my favor. Where I'm at, the wind kind of swirls. So you could have the best wind for this spot. But once that wind starts swirling, it's kind of, it is what it is. So I got my scent control, sitting on this crickety old chair. I'm gonna take my quiver off, knock an arrow, draw back, just double check that my line of fire is open and clear. I'm not gonna hit anything. I do have one tree that when the wind blows hard enough, it pushes it over. So I gotta be cautious of that when taking my shot. Other than that, downrange it's clear and open. So I just gotta make sure that through my blind, through my opening, my arrow's not gonna hit anything, that I'm in a good position so I can draw something down. Go from there. There's nothing on the bait when I got here. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Having some history with my target buck made it really easy to sit back and relax and just let the other bucks come and go. But what was about to happen next, I could never have imagined. The buck I'm waiting for is a big-bodied, beautiful 5x5. He had split G2s the year I passed him up last year in 2019, and I only seen him once, which was the first day that I sat. So far, I haven't seen him again, but I'm waiting to see if he comes in. This year, he only had one split G2, but his frame was even bigger than in 2019.
Okay, so on my first sit, there was somebody on the road that it's about a half mile away. I kept driving up and down it, and it doesn't go anywhere. It goes to a dead end because it just doesn't go anywhere. So they were driving up and down and 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 up and down. It's like right at prime time. Now it's an hour and a half to prime time. And someone was parked at the dead end, just hammering on the horn for like 15 minutes. First there's a quick like ding ding, and then just went and they just held it. I can hear their truck just fired up. And they just peeled out and took off. I don't know what they were doing. They laid on the horn for 15 minutes. And then, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 yards beside me, they were hammering wood. I could hear them talking, hear sticks cracking. Now they just drove off. But there's nothing down here, and it's private land.
So I have decided to go and sit tonight. I haven't sat the last couple days. I've been pretty discouraged with the events that happened last time. It really got under my skin and pushed a few buttons with me, and made me question if I really wanted that deer that bad. And I do. And I'm gonna go and sit, and if someone wants to, show up and decide that they want to mess with my hunt, well, then I'll hunt harder and I'll sit longer and I'll sit more days. So starting today, that's my target, nothing else. I'm gonna sit for him as often and as long as I need to, and see what happens. I'm pretty upset I didn't get get a shot that opening night. He was in plenty of shooting time left, good yardage, calm. He was, taking his time in my shooting lane, and just didn't present an ethical shot that I was comfortable with taking. So he got a pass, sat again, and well, you guys know what happened then. So this will be the third sit and the start of what's going to be, hopefully not, but could be potentially a very long weekend in the stand. So I'm just gonna spray down with some scent killer and let that soak in. I'll respray down when I get there. Whatever happens, happens. Won't know until it happens, I guess. So I'm a little bit nervous to go and sit there, just because I know how mad I got last time. I mean, when someone's close enough to your blind and they know where you're set up, that you can hear them talking, I mean, that's intentional, especially, in prime time with half an hour left of daylight. Like, that's intentional. And that really upsets me because they know I'm there. Oh, and this time I will not forget my stool. All right, so it's super windy. Just got to my parking spot. Just ran over a beaver skull. Scarlett likes those, so I'll take that home to her. Get my stinky hair tucked away. Park it in a new spot today. Just eliminate some of the ground that I walk in on. Eliminate my scent a little bit. Sit till dark and see what happens. It's go time. So I'm gonna rush to get into the blind. Scarlett had school today, so I'm a bit behind schedule, which is fine. I just gotta get in there fast, quiet. Okay guys, sit number 4. I had lots of action yesterday. I had like 15 does, 5 or 6 bucks, some fighting, nothing winded me. I'm hoping for the same thing today. The wind's different. Yesterday it was from the north-northwest. Today it's supposed to switch to the south. I'm just hoping that it doesn't swirl much down there, so. Super nervous. I don't know, I just have a feeling today either something really awesome's gonna happen or something real bad's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen. And just like that, plans changed. I haven't seen this deer in 3 years. I had him on trail camera 3 years ago in 2018 and hadn't seen him since. He didn't come in last year in 2019, and I didn't have any pictures of him up until this point. Right now, when I'm seeing him on my bait, I need to make a quick decision. Do I take him or do I wait for my target buck? He obviously has the same genetics, and I know the kids who have picked up his sheds for the last 2 years. He hasn't grown that much, and I think this deer might be in his prime. I think I'm gonna take this shot. I think this is it. For a long time. I'm gonna make some phone calls and get some people on their way. 6:55. The last 20 minutes of shooting time, baby. Yes! 2020. Oh, I'm so pumped. Oh, I'll take a look and see if I got the job done. So I accomplished my first solo hunt. I came out tonight with a different deer in mind, but this one came in big-bodied, lots of stakes, and lots of points. So I glassed him, and he wasn't giving me a shot. He was hiding behind a bush, and when he turned to kick another little buck off what he was chewing on, he quartered hard for me, and I had an opening, so I took it, and he only went, I don't know, what do you say, 200 yards, 150 yards? Not very far, not as far as I was, a little bit further than I was expecting. I watched him take a hard left, and I heard some big crashes, and I waited for Beau and Ken to show up and give me a hand to track him, and Ken used his 6 deer sense and walked right up to him, and we found him real quick. So I'm super happy with this deer. We got beautiful split G2s, amazing brow tines. Looks a little bit busted up here, but super beautiful deer. Amazing coat. Like, his cape is just super sleek, nice short hair. I have a little bit of history with this deer. Had him on camera 3 years ago, and is that him?
This is great.
Oh, that smells so bad. I thought that was Beau farting. Had him. So I have a little bit of history with this deer. Had him on camera 3 years ago, and didn't see him the year after that. Sorry. Hunting, just like anything else, is full of twists and turns, such as life. But it's the reward after. When you come home and you spend time with your family and you sit around processing the deer and you relive all the hunts, that's the best part. I was so tired going into my 2020 archery whitetail season. I had already harvested my mule deer, already harvested my elk, and I had been scouting since June for all 3 species. This hunt will definitely be one that I remember, and one that I'll enjoy telling for years to come. 2020's in the books.
This episode of Canada Hunts is brought to you by Vortex Canada and these fine sponsors.